So it's time for my mom and I's.
Don't you guys, sorry. Don't you love that song, Purple Rain? Something about that, I love that. You know, before we ask a question, I know, I talk a lot, but there's so much to say, and I promise someday I'm gonna write a book, and you guys won't believe it, like some of the stuff that went on. But this tour was a way for the girls to pick their own music, and we got to use popular music. If you noticed on the show, you never really heard anything that you'd ever heard before because the network couldn't get the rights, or they did one time. They got a Sia song and they gave it to Kathy to, make fun of Maddie and all that, but they would never pay to have any good songs, so we had to use jingle pops and stuff. But anyway, so I love the songs in the show. Do you guys love the songs?
Yes, I'm sure they love them.
Yeah. No, I wanted to know.
You right here. My signature dance move. I would say my favorite dance move, or just to do, is turning. I feel like that was always in my solos, and I always do it in the group dances. I don't think I have a signature move. You right there in the black. Yeah.
Are the competitions fake?
Oh wait, her right here, and then I'll do you. Whoever.
Hold on.
Are the competitions real or fake in dance?
They are real in a different way. Usually, so we'll get to the competition, and you guys will see us arriving off the bus and stuff. We'll get into the green room. If we have another dance studio, we have to say hi to them. If it's Kathy. And then in the morning, whoever has a solo will go and do their solos. And then we do fallout, which means we go back into the dressing room, Abby says how we did, and then we break for lunch so that the crew can eat, the cast can eat. And then right after lunch, we go right back into the group, we go compete the group, we do awards, and we come back. So it's kind of staged around our schedules.
Yeah, here, let me say one thing. The competitions were real, but we went to one competition every single weekend. And if you're a competitive dancer, they don't always offer.
They take 12
competitions every weekend. So the production company would put out a casting call to say, hey, local dance companies, we're going to be in Michigan. We need you to come down and perform, be on an episode of Dance Moms and perform. So sometimes they would create competitions because there wasn't one for us to go to that weekend. But the dancing was all, for the most part, it was, they had the judges, and what you see is what you get. Yeah. Okay, who was the other little girl who started? Yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley and I had a little meltdown, but we all have little meltdowns. It's perfectly fine. Ashley and Bryn came on a little bit later, in the show after we had been doing this for years and years. So it was different. It's hard for someone to come in and think they know everything when they haven't walked in our shoes. So don't judge us until you know what we've been through. That was sort of my problem with Ashley, but she settled down.
Okay, you right there.
If you weren't dancing, what do you think you do?
Well, Kendall just made the high school golf team, so she's going to be golfing. But
it's
just such a part of your life.
My parents wanted me to do a high school sport, and my dad said you have two options, either tennis or golf, and I chose tennis, and he said, all right, golf it is. So,
my husband's a tennis pro.
So he took me to the golfing range, and then I was just doing it so I could bond with my dad and do something fun over the summer. And then we went on a golf course, and the third time we went golfing, he's like, so you're ready to try out for the team, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
she's good. She's an athlete. Here's the problem. Kendall's a dancer, and she's a singer, she's a performer. And our school, of course, she goes to public high school. They have a dance team, they have a cheerleading squad, but we travel so much that we couldn't commit to it. She couldn't do the school plays because we're gone a lot of the weekends. So golf was something she could do in the fall, after school, and not have to miss or let her, her dance team down or her cheer squad down. So it's unfortunate, but you have to balance your projects.
I think we have time for one more. You right here.
I don't see him.
Kendall, what was your favorite dance?
On the show? Ooh, that's a hard one. I really love all of our nationals dances, like the last text and the waiting room. That was one of my favorite.
Waiting room. Do you guys remember that? That was good.
For some reason, I always love my duets with Kalani, because usually they're like a train wreck in the beginning, and then they turn out really well at competition.
They always had some sort of
I
prom
really
or
loved
something.
Suicide Hotline. That was a really good dance, because we could, I don't know why, we just like, when we got off stage, we all just started bawling our eyes out, just because it's a really sensitive subject. And about a week later, we saw the girl who came in to talk about us, and she said that they've been getting calls ever since they saw that episode on Dance Moms. So I'm just proud that like we sent out a positive message to kids,
I wish we could
and
have
not
done
like
that
us
more
shooting
often.
each other or like dying in a room, like which what Abby loves to make us do.
Yeah, it's nice to put out a good message, and a lot of you guys put on social media that these girls have inspired you for whatever reason, and that's good. Always be inspired for good, you know, and I love that. These kids are just little kids just like you guys, and just were given an opportunity, and they made the most of it. And it turned out to be this great thing. When we signed on for Dance Moms 7 years ago, I signed on for 6 episodes, and we've shot over 200. So no one knew it was going to be this phenom, you know, none of us knew. It just kept growing and growing. So it was great. Okay, are
Yes,
they good, Christy?
they're back there. Oh,
One more.
Okay.
All right, you pick.
Okay.
Here, pick someone in the back.
Yeah,
I heard a
you-
me.
You with the shirt in the back.
Yes, go ahead.
Nope. You. Yeah.
What was it like when Jill gave the pep talks?
When Jill gave the pep talks.
Aw, I like my pep talks.
Well, usually when you see her giving me pep talks, I'm like, okay, Mom, I gotta go.
I know,
I
she
just
can't be
get-
bothered, my
I mean,
teenager.
I feel like if you guys do like a sport or you dance, you know you get super nervous before you go on stage. And the producer's like, Jill, give Kendall a pep talk. And it's just like, you're going through your dance in your head and you don't want to forget it, because if you forget it, Abby's going to scream at you. But you have to listen to your mom give
And you
you
don't
a pep
want your
talk.
mom in your face.
Exactly.
I get it.
But,
I get it.
I mean, her pep talks were good. I'll give it that to her.
We're good. That's what she gave me. That's like a B minus, C plus. Yeah. You know, a lot of things where, you know, of course I would always say, Kendall, do your best, be your best, do that. But, you know, that was on camera. So when the cameras are there, they want more. And the kids don't want any part of it, and she's running away. And I'm like, but wait.
All right.
Okay, are we good?
We're good. Also, shout out to the dad who bought us hairspray.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Is he in here?
I know
don't
his
even know if
daughters.
he's in
He
here.
said that his daughters
But
were in.
thank you.
Yeah, shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
You are lifesavers.
Thank you. We can't remember everything.
All right, well, I hope
okay.
you guys are enjoying the
Thank
show.
you. We'll see
And
you in a
welcome,
little bit.
Kalani